Good morning.
Good morning, Helen. How are you?
Super fantastic and sparkling, thank you.
You're welcome, and I'm happy to see your smiling face.
Thank you. Are we meeting tomorrow?
I'm hoping we are.
Well, I
Even if
just
I'm
looked at
not
my calendar
ready.
and we don't have a meeting set up. Why don't we have a meeting set up?
Oh gosh, it's on my calendar, but yeah, I didn't even download the meet our last session yet. So
That's okay. That's awesome. Just let me, and when you've done that, let me know because then I'll take that out and I'll put in Emmeline's travel stuff.
okay. Oh, excellent. Good. She was
Yeah.
asking about that, and I said, I know we're working on it.
We are seriously. Okay, I'm going to put it in here. I'm writing it in.
So have you played with agent mode yet?
Yes, I am now my own. I now have my own GPT.
Woohoo!
Like I myself am a GPT.
Yes. Helen the GPT.
I am a GPT. I basically took all of my personality tests I've done in MBIT, the Myers-Briggs, Strengths Finders, DISC, love languages. What else did I have in there? Human design, and then some blah 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 one that I don't know what it is. Put them all together in there and created my profile.
And how's it working out?
I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit about what I've created on today's call and plus what
Awesome.
it's already happening with it. So, hello, Lois.
Hi,
Hello,
Lois.
good
Did you want to make
morning.
me co-host and I'll help you there
Oh,
on that?
yes, thank you for reminding me.
That's right. I have to remind Casey after all these years.
And you'll observe we are already in record mode.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It's a
Oh,
very
my pleasure.
big help.
Always happy to help.
So I didn't do anything whatsoever to promote today's session. So I don't really know who's going to show up. The only thing I did was I talked about it in my newsletter. So my apologies.
Now we'll see who people actually read the newsletter.
That's
Well,
right.
the other thing is you have a meetup that announces it too.
Oh, that's true. There's a
I
That's
meetup.
didn't put anything in there.
You don't have to. It's working on your behalf.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
If you've got because you have a recurring meeting, so it
Yeah,
sends out reminders.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
It's
know,
working when
it,
you're
it's
not.
it's out there working. You just set it up and here we go.
That's awesome. And that's what I'm discovering with this agent mode. It's super powerful. I haven't done much with it yet, but good morning, Robert.
Morning, Robert.
Oh,
Oh,
no, no,
Hello.
no, no note
oh
takers.
no, sorry. Hang on. I'll kick it out.
Yeah,
As
thanks.
soon as it comes in, I'll kick it out.
Yeah.
Is that an automatic thing that pops up?
Yes, the weird thing or the unfortunate thing about Firefly, especially, I don't think it's the only one, but what happened was, and this happens to a lot of people, somebody's in a meeting where somebody else is using Fireflies. And it will send everybody in the meeting a copy of the meeting report. Everybody, right? All the attendees. So then you as an attendee go, oh, that's cool. And you click on it and you read its notes and you go, oh, that's cool. But the thing is now Fireflies thinks it can pitch to you and operate on your behalf because it will keep saying, well, look what I can do for you. So Gary hasn't yet figured out how to turn it off. So he's
Oh,
not
Gary's
paying
on it.
for it, but it's operating on his behalf whether he wants it or not.
So
Ay,
it's
ay, ay.
Gary's
Yes.
and Gary's not here.
Well, he
He's
is
joining
now.
right now. Hey, Dean.
Hi,
Gary
Dee.
is here.
There's
There he
Gary.
is
Good
here.
morning. Like he's connecting to audio.
So when Gary shows up, that feature is already working.
It will show up if you use Fireflies, it will show up to meetings whether you do or not.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you
So it'll
consider
go
that a
on my
benefit,
behalf.
what?
Morning, Gary.
It'll
Morning,
go on
Peggy.
my behalf.
Yes. And
Yeah, I
take
finally
notes.
went in
quickly.
there and turned it off, so I don't see fireflies from me anymore, so.
Well, you had
Oh.
one join this morning because I kicked it out.
Oh, it did show up? Darn, I tried to turn it off. I went to fireflies and said, you no longer have permission, and that's a nasty thing.
Yes, it is. That is not a helpful thing.
What are you guys talking about?
Fireflies AI.
Okay.
AI note taker.
It's an insidious thing because good morning, Peggy. I'll go ahead and get started and talk about it a little bit. So first of all, the recording is on. I remembered this time. So from the top of the hour, we are on record. So good morning, everyone. My name is Terza Ekholm. I know you all know me, but I do this for the YouTube video and people who may not be familiar with me. So welcome to my Ask Me About AI Open Office Hour, where I welcome any questions about AI. And I also have a little planned thing to show you today because I'm excited about what's happening. The change in my format is instead of having everybody introduce themselves on camera, go ahead and drop your information in the chat. Also, any questions you may have about AI, and I will add them to my question stack for future sessions. So first of all, I will do my best to answer the question of the top of the hour, which is about Fireflies AI.
One moment, we have a change on Zoom.
Oh,
I'm typing in my information. I put in my name and it capitalized my whole name.
will you still show up here as Helen Brahm's mix case?
Oh yeah, but I'm typing in my information here. I haven't put it in yet, but as I'm typing, as soon as I typed Helen Brahms, it made it capitalized, the whole thing.
Oh, very interesting. Okay, AI is taking over the world.
Helen, certain applications do that to me. And what I found is they were going to my Google contacts, which I either have in my Gmail account or my smartphone. And not only me, but any contact I start typing somebody's name, if I have it in all caps, like in my phone or in my Gmail account, it automatically populates it that way. So I don't know if your AI is doing that, but I'll just give you a hint.
I even went back and put it down to international, like I normally do, initial caps. And as soon as I went, after the S went space, it went boop.
Wow.
So I don't want it to display that way. So yeah. Anyway, just a new little thing that's doing. Didn't do it the other day.
I'm
right.
giving it a test here just to see what it does, even though you obviously know who I am, but it didn't do that with me. So that's interesting. Well, there you have it. So I was introduced to Fireflies AI a couple of years ago when somebody, she was a regular attendee of the meetings I was doing at that time, and she had her Fireflies AI note taker. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that's cool, because that's when such things were starting up. Fireflies, what's one, Otter. There's quite a few out there now, including Zoom, by the way. And so it sent me, because I said yes, it sent me the notes from the meeting. And I thought, well, that's cool. And then it signed me up for a free version of Fireflies AI, which I didn't sign up for. And what I discovered was you could show up to a Zoom meeting with your Fireflies AI note taker and not show up yourself, and it would send you the meeting minutes, which I thought was interesting. But as everybody's pointing out here, it can be a bear to turn off.
Wow.
Is that the way it happened for you, Gary?
Yes, exactly. And I've gone to Zoom and I've gone to Fireflies, and I thought I had it beaten, but apparently not.
No, it showed up before you did.
Oh,
Well, I'm
By a
gonna do
couple of
that,
minutes,
giving
too.
a heads up. Next time it asks me if I want this or that, I'm gonna pay attention before I click OK.
I've
Yeah.
been on Zooms where it's there, but the person isn't. And taking notes and doing all kinds of things that you have to like physically kick them out of there. Is that what happens?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So when I,
Do you,
go ahead.
do you think it's because of some calendar event that then reinvokes it? Like if I deleted the calendar event for this and then asked you to reinvite me, might that fix it?
I'm willing to give it a try.
Okay, because I noticed, one thing I noticed is that in the calendar invitation, the Zoom link is about 5 times longer than I think it ought to be. So it's probably that. It's probably through that link that it happens.
Okay, interesting.
Zoom.
Put it
So
in
that-
Chat GPT, see what it says.
Yes, I think I would like, I'm going to do that. And maybe we can
Well,
do that.
Hey, Terza, this is Joseph. I stay away from, I mean, intentionally, I'm diligent. When I see a program or a platform that's very aggressive in that way, it takes a few minutes. I block them here, I block them there because they're so aggressive.
Mhm.
But I've done that with Facebook, with my Messenger. Because if you accept them with a messenger on your cell phone, they take over your contacts and they take over your phone and they're in control. So I got rid of them years ago. But another
Yes.
one, next door, I did it with them. And I had heard about Firefly doing this, so I stay away from Firefly, period.
Yes,
And
good
the
advice.
other is that once it comes in, it wants to record and then you can't record over it. You have to stop them. You can't allow them to ever record or you can't record yours.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, they're, I don't know. Nobody asked what we wanted. They just created what. Yeah. And no deletes. Deletes, incredible.
Good morning, Peggy. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Donna. Welcome, Donna. Welcome, Marcy. So just wanted to welcome everyone. For those who are joining us for the first time, I just want to mention I have changed my format. Instead of going around the room and asking everyone to introduce themselves, just go ahead and drop your information into the chat, your name of your business, where you're from, and if you have any questions about AI. And all questions I will add to my stack for possibly future open office hour sessions. So with that, I want to give a brief overview of where I've been this week, so to speak, in virtual land. I've been very busy behind the scenes, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen so I can show as we go. Let's go here. And I'm going to go over to straight into ChatGPT. So a couple of things. Number one, GPT-5 was announced yesterday. With GPT-5, they collapsed all the models into one, so you no longer have to try to figure out which model does what. Should you be using 03 mini or 4.5 or nope, they're here. You can still choose them. But essentially it defaults to GPT-5. And because GPT-5 is now way more advanced than all of the other models, there's probably no particular reason to change. So just from that perspective, let it do its thing. The other thing is it's added at least one more tool. So we already had deep research, create image. When you click on create image, it goes off in the background and independently calls up Dolly. So you don't even have to think about that anymore. It just creates an image for you. The newest one that they've added is study and learn. We already had web search and we already had Canvas. Just real briefly, study and learn is certainly for students. It's for any of us, but specifically for students. So now, if I understand correctly, as a student, high school student, whatever level student, college, you can't say, my college professor says I need to write an essay about Leonardo da Vinci. Go do it. It won't quite do that anymore. You could probably trick it, but basically it will guide you through writing an essay. It will help you, but it will still be yours. And I think for the educators who believe that that's super important to know how to do, that's an important feature. It will also, for example, if you say, I want to learn to speak French, it will design a whole lesson plan for you, including pronunciation and everything else. In fact, you can even practice with it. I asked it to create a lesson plan for me today for how to talk about, well, you can't see it. You can't see it because of my background. Anyway, it created a whole lesson plan for me to tell you about AI agent and what I've been working on. So it's here. I didn't practice it, so I don't know even how much of that I'm going to cover. I wanted to start with, before I jumped into any of those things, I wanted to show you exactly what you have available to you in your settings, because this is where it's going to be make it more useful and important for you. So if you go down to where your name is, oh, I'm sorry, one more thing, especially for the users who are still using the free version, GPT-5 is available to anyone for free. The caveat is, if you start to use it a lot, you will eventually hit some internal ceiling internal to ChatGPT, and it will cap your usage until it resets for the next month or whatever. So just keep that in mind. Its intent is to make this available to anyone all over the world. But at the same time, it is a business, so there will be some built-in caps. Okay, so in the lower left-hand corner of your ChatGPT, you'll see your name and whatever account you're in. You can see on mine that it's plus. That means I'm paying $20 a month. If you click on Customize ChatGPT, not too much has changed here. How you'll answer what name you want it to call you, what is it you do, what traits it should have. I put in something at the very end last night because I'd been kind of frustrated with this. So I added, you don't always have to end with a question about what to offer me next. Because I was getting a little bit tired of that. I don't always want it. It gives a set of characteristics, none of which that I could click on, but I've never chosen them. And then what else ChatGPT should know about me. Some people actually go to their LinkedIn profile and just copy paste that in there. So whatever you think will find more useful for you. And then the advanced is basically, I just checked all the boxes. So I have everything. So that's one set of customizations. The next one that I want to share with you is under settings. This theme here, that's just has to do whether it's light mode or dark mode. Because I chose system, it'll be light mode during the day and dark mode during the night. So that's all that is. Language I've chosen is auto detect, but it will converse with you in whatever language you choose. I haven't played with any of them, but I know that people from all over the world can do that. I hope I did not change anything. Come back here. Also, I've noticed that, but I think they keep adding a little more functionality on the fly. So spoken language, same thing. And accent color. I pointed this out to Helen yesterday. They mentioned it. I haven't tried, but apparently you can now type in whatever color you want. So we'll try blue for the moment. And then the voice, of course, I chose Saul. That's the one I like the best, but you may choose, go through any of them and see if you like them. So, and I still have show follow-up suggestions in chat, so it'll probably still continue to do that. The next thing is if you turn notifications on, when you send it off to do tasks on your behalf, especially if they take more than a few minutes, you can tell it whether you want it to push out the notification to you or email you about it or both. Same thing with the responses. Just a moment. What else? What else? Oh, the connectors. I only discovered this morning. This will be super important for agent mode. You can add chat and deep research to when you can actually connect to what Google Drive offers or what you have in Google Drive. But now there's all these connectors. So I don't know if you remember earlier when I was complaining that it would offer to do things for me like Canva or whatever. And then it would say, here it is, it's done, click on the link. And I click on the link and it wouldn't go anywhere. So now I observe you can give it permission to connect to your account in whatever these apps are. I have not yet played with them, but I'm excited to play. So I wanted to share that with you. And then when you have it do tasks on your behalf, you can schedule to run the task again. This will also become important for agent mode. And remember last week when I talked about privacy issues with the shared links. So if I click on manage, you'll see here, these are links to chats I've shared either with this group or with other people. So these are apparently my public chats. If I want to, I can now go through these and delete them all. Or not. So I just want you to know you now have more control than you did before. So over here's where you delete them, or you can view what it is. And so maybe it doesn't matter.
What was your concern, Terza?
When you share a chat from ChatGPT, it then becomes publicly accessible. Now, people wouldn't have to know what to search for, but that's not the point. The point is you may have data out there on the web that you didn't know you had. So go ahead, Helen, and then Donna.
Question on the shared links. When you go and delete them, does that delete the chat out of your chats, or does that just delete the shared link?
Great question. I don't know yet. We'll ask
Okay.
ChatGPT. That's a great question.
Thank
Donna?
you.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment in regards to that the chats that I see that shared. I was a little bit reluctant, so I did a little bit of deep diving, and it does seem that once they're out there in the public, if you're working on your company or you've got a strategic plan or you've got some type of collaboration going on and you don't want it out there, do not put it out there because that's where it is. And then if it's feeding the model, then it's something that you may have come up with that might be a trademark or like think big today, and it decides to tell somebody else to think big today. So that's where Terza is really going with that in regards to it being public and being careful of that data.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Joseph?
No? Okay, good. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I must have come in a little late because I'm listening to everything you're saying. I'm relating to what you're saying, but I missed the basis point. Are we talking about the current plus? Are we talking about the 5? Are we talking about setting up your agency mode in the current ChatGPT? What exactly are we doing? I want to catch up.
Yes, absolutely. So just a quick note. ChatGPT now defaults to GPT-5. I noticed that it looks like we can still choose the older models, but at some point I expect OpenAI to take that away because there's no reason you need to choose. GPT-5 will move to whatever mode that is going to be appropriate for the prompt that you asked for. So that's
we are now on ChatGPT-5?
I'm now in ChatGPT-5.
Okay, we all are. Okay,
We all are. Even the free users.
that's fine. Fine.
And then the second thing is I
But
wanted to
why am I still being charged $20?
oh no,
if it's
you
free?
still have. So the difference is everybody has access to GPT-5 in free mode. at some point, the free users, however, depending on what it is they're asking for, they may hit a cap, and
Okay,
which will be reset in the next month.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay, I
there's
get
good
it, I
reason
get
for
it.
that. So that's why I'm still a Plus user. There's still the Pro account. There's a lot more features that I'm never probably going to touch that are out there. So, and then the third thing, Joseph, is I decided to go through the customization settings that everyone has access to, because I wanted to address some threads I started in
Okay,
earlier sessions.
and I did follow through on that.
Okay.
So what my final on this is, because you've been talking about agency quite a bit and stepping in deeper into agency, which I noticed you brought that up this morning.
Mhm.
I'm still looking at settings. And so are you telling me that when I go into settings, I'm automatically putting together my agency
No, I'll show you that when I
when you
answer
get
the
there?
next question. But yes, I'll come back to you. Yes.
Okay, good.
So no, that's
I'm on
not
track.
automatic. You have to enable it. And I'll
Okay,
show you that. Okay.
but wait a minute, final thing. How does the agency uh differ from like what you taught us last week, creating ChatGPTs, which I did. I created a GPT for every one of the departments that I don't have a live human
Nice.
to run. So I did that. I also it suggested that it create this master GPT to manage all these other GPTs. So how does that CEO GPT differ from the agency conversation that you're about to go into?
I'm going to answer that question because I had that question myself. So great.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Yes. Gary. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, quick question. Is the that list, this list shared links, is
Mhm.
that just a list of URLs that are pulled from chats that are done in session, or what is that list?
This is a list that I actively shared with somebody else. Otherwise, all of your chats, here, let me exit out of here for a moment. All of your chats are private to you and the OpenAI team. So just know that. And they don't care so much about what you're talking about. They care about what people are aggregately talking about. But you can further go. If I click on share over here, I could share this conversation with anybody I want. You guys, a friend, somebody else. But once you do that, the first time you do it, whether it's one friend or 500, it's now available to be searched publicly on the internet.
So once you share it, it's not any chat, it's once you share a chat, it becomes public.
That's right.
Got it. Okay, I misunderstood. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
you're welcome.
actually, this conversation that we're having is happening across the internet. Obviously, that's what you guys are talking about. For
No,
instance,
because only if I share this recording on YouTube. So yes, that part is public.
right. So okay, for instance, I'm kind of losing myself here. Yesterday, I was making a video, and it defaults to making what the hell was it exactly? Okay, yeah, in the video. So when I'm creating a video, this was within video, by the way,
Mhm.
which they make, to me, they make the best videos that I've had access to. So I'm making the video, and this is after after 2 months of training and sifting through maybe 100 different video platforms. I selected to go with in video. And then after that, it took me about a month or two to get ramped up with in video so I can make a decent video. And with the help of GPT
Mhm.
and with the help of the GPT that's dedicated to be my video production manager. So it came down to prompts and script. But my gosh, I was overwhelmed with the amount of prompts that my video GPT gave me, so that I'm prompting in video to do, to cover every aspect of what it says I need to be that needs to be considered for my little script. So the prompts far outweigh the script. Can be very short, it can be very big. So the script part in a way is just a script, but all the other prompts matter to making the whatever it is that you want in the form of a video. Now, I'll get to my point. Afterwards, when you're getting ready to download and generate or whatever, it defaults to making this public to the whole wide world.
Oh,
See, which is no different if you think about it from a business perspective. What is it that Facebook, LinkedIn, X, all the other guys, YouTube, ChatGPT, in video, what is it that they all want? They want eyeballs. That's
Yeah.
what they feed on.
Mhm.
Eyeballs and people on their keyboards. That's what gets them their existence. So the internet naturally wants to make as much public as they can, because they have more to feed to us audience.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, that's my piece on this sharing stuff.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for your feedback on that. And yes, that's true. They're all geared to keep your eyeballs and your attention units. So Gary asked Joseph if it's in video is what you're talking about.
Yeah, in video is absolutely amazing.
Okay.
And if I had my affiliate link to InVideo, which I don't, so I'm not going to slow the process down, I would give you my link, and that way you get InVideo and I get paid, but you still pay the same amount. However, I wasn't prepared, so it's my bad. And dude, InVideo, man, God. But there's a process of them. I had to learn them. I
Of
had to
course.
learn them.
Yes.
And if you need any information on InVideo, I'll probably make a video and share it with you.
Very good.
Because yeah, just remember, it's all about your prompts, and ChatGPT can help you with that. So you can figure that out on your own. Get your prompts together, and then get your script together, and give it all in one big chunk of food to whoever you're using for your video. And then there's also the part about money, where we live in a money world. So
Mhm.
how you have your video created is going to make the difference whether you're going to pay just your subscription a month, or whether you're going to pay an extra $5 or an extra $285.
Right. Right.
That's about your prompts, and pay attention at the end. What are you selecting as media?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you go. I'd rather listen to you, Terza. Go for it, please.
Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate the information. All right, so Peggy, I saw your question that you were not seeing 5 in your system or your chat GPT. And no, I'm not sure what that's yet about, other than they're still rolling it out. But they did say yesterday, I watched the video.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
yeah.
no biggie.
All right.
I just saw a remark saying people aren't very happy with the 5, so I'm sticking with the 4 until they change it automatically. So there we go.
I noticed that on the online version, so on the browser version of ChatGPT, it's showing as 5, but my ChatGPT app is still showing 4, but it has the 5 features. Because I
Ah,
was able to go into the app and change the color, do the accent color thing.
okay. Well, I was able to do that too. Me, I'm
Sure.
more concerned about Canva because I don't know how to use it and I can't find a course that teaches me. Like, it's got 25 courses for beginners. I don't need 25 courses. I need one that shows you how to do it. Not one of them that I
Does
saw
that.
so far, they all tell you what it can do. I don't give a hang about what it could do. What good is it for what it could do if I don't know how to do it?
Excellent, excellent point. And Peggy, I applaud you for bringing that up because I've noticed any number of times, at least in the last week alone, something will pop up on my screen and you know, some new whiz bangy thingy, whether it's in something I already have or something else, and I click on it because I think, oh, that'd be great. And then I look at the number of steps it's going to take, just like Joseph says, to start the new whiz bangy, and I'm like, no, I'm in 20 other projects already. I don't need yet another thing. I don't care how helpful it is. If it takes me 100 steps to do it, it's just going to have
Right.
you know? So I completely agree with you and hear you. And that's been, I'm starting to give feedback to some of these companies about this anyway.
Good, please do. How to is it important? I mean, how to do something. Don't tell me what it could do without telling me how it could do it.
That's right. Exactly. Very, very,
Most
very.
companies are like that now. It's, you know, I just did the Bill Walsh thing. He said, when you're doing your speaker thing, you tell them what you're going to talk about. No, I won't do that. I'm a bottom line person. Just, I don't need all of that information. Thank you very much. Just give me the bottom line on everything. You know, I could do my thing in like less than 5 minutes, but no, it's got to be 20 minutes.
We don't have time for that. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So the difference between a GPT, and agent mode. So ChatGPT's agent mode transforms the AI from a passive responder. It's not really passive, but that's a way to call it, to a proactive assistant. And so there's a couple of different ways I can go with this. This is super important. So the GPTs, you give it a set of functions to perform that makes sense, but it's a more passive thing, meaning you have to go tell it, you have to invoke it, you have to bring it up. Let's see if I can bring up, I'll just bring up this one. If you have to bring it up, whether you created it or somebody else created it, and then you ask it to do something. And so then it will respond to whatever you prompt you give it. The difference is in agent mode. If I knew how to invoke this in agent mode, in fact, that's what I'm setting up when I created all these. I can go into agent mode and say, I want to create a course for a client. And I would give it some specific information in agent mode, and it would go off and create a whole bunch of stuff for me. And I will show you that here in the last chat I did just before we came online, which is this course creation demonstration. And so what I did was I said yesterday, we mapped out how I would work with you, ChatGPT, for a prospective client to create a course for his business. There's a little more details in there, but then I said, okay, that's great. What I want to do now is map out a demonstration for the attendees of my open office hour. And the goal is to introduce them to agent mode and demonstrate how I've customized my entire ChatGPT or operation around my new advisory board. That's giving more background than I have given you yet. It worked for 8 minutes. As you can, when I highlight it here. Oh, by the way, when I did this, I invoked agent mode, which is right here. So if you click on plus and you click on agent mode, whoops, I turned it off. You'll see it right here. Especially in the early stages, I think with your paid, this is just even with my paid subscription. When I started this, it said I only have so many left between now and August 26th, which apparently I guess is when I renew my, my monthly payment, which is fine. I haven't used it all up yet, so I'm not too concerned. So let me turn that off so I don't accidentally invoke it. It worked for 8 minutes. I got to watch it. It opened up a window on my screen. It rolled through all these things that it's doing. It did 8 searches. It went through 52 different sources. it realized I hadn't set up any connections for it yet in the background. And so it said, oh, okay, user doesn't have this connection set up. And it just kept marching on, and I'm watching it going, wow, that's cool. But then this is what it came up with. It came up with a structured plan for my open office hour demonstration, which I printed out. And I knew that I would not be going through this whole thing with you, but I have it here next to me just in case. Because this is open office hour and I want to answer questions as they come up. So if you want, we can open up another chat and give it a try on something else, and we can see how well it works.
So I'm just curious, this product is something that we probably all used AI non-agent mode to create something like that.
Yep.
So the real difference here between, I mean, but normally it doesn't take 8 minutes. So if I did deep, what would be the difference, say doing this the way you did it versus just saying deep research and doing it with a GPT?
Oh, I see. Because I asked for more than deep research, right? It would have, if I had given it the hooks like for a way to create presentation slides, like if I'd given it a hook to my Canva account, it might have gone into my Canva account and created slides, not
Okay.
just a script.
So without hooks or links, whatever that is, there's not as much difference. So one key, I'm looking for key differences. One key difference is it can go off and invoke another process and another resource, and it can do things and create things, say in Canva or something else, or a CRM, and it can do things for you directly. That I totally understand what an agent would be able to do.
Okay.
Are there things that more like, can it be triggered by external events? Like, can it be tracking a stock market ticker, and then when it goes something, could you say, you know, give me a like, tell me when to sell, you know, Cisco or something like that? Can it go off and in the background while you're not even in the system? Can it be doing things and looking at external events and recognize things happening in the real world?
That's an excellent question. Let me see. If you don't mind, I'll enable voice mode. And if you don't mind repeating it, Gary, and we'll
Okay.
ask it directly. Go ahead.
I'm interested in using agents within ChatGPT-5 to trigger processes on external events like a stock market price or something else. Period. Can agents monitor external events and start tasks based on those external events? Question mark. Oh.
Absolutely, Terza. So think of it like this. With GPT-5's agent mode, you can set it up to act a bit like your own personal watchtower. It can monitor certain external triggers, like a stock price hitting a particular number or another event you define, and then kick off a task automatically once that condition is met. Basically, it's like having a little digital assistant who perks up and says, hey, that thing just happened. Let me get started on our next step. Now,
Wow.
there is a practical note. You typically need to link it up with a data source or a service that provides those external signals. And while I can't get too wild with the content policy, just know that it's all about connecting the dots between event and action. And if there's ever a specific tech hurdle or a content policy quirk, I'll wave a little flag and we'll find the closest acceptable solution. Let's make it as forward thinking and just smooth as possible.
Can you interface with services like Zapier or IFTTT?
Absolutely. You can definitely connect the dots with services like Zapier or IFTTT. Think of them as the universal adapters that help ChatGPT shake hands with all sorts of apps and services. Once you set up a trigger on something like Zapier, you can have it notify the agent when a certain event happens, like a stock price change or a new email, and the agent can start a task based on that. In other words, you're basically giving your AI a little toolkit of magical webhooks and saying, hey, when this happens out in the world, wake up and do the thing. It's like setting up an intricate domino effect, just with a lot more internet magic involved.
Wow. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Now we just needed to tell us how to do that, how to link them.
Yes,
So I presume you could ask it and it will tell you how to link itself to whatever you need it linked.
I believe so. I believe so.
Well, I'll
Um,
give it a try today because I can't figure out Canva. I'll let it figure out Canva.
Let us know how that goes, Peggy. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I will ask that one because I am curious about that too.
And Canva's now listed in the list of on 5.0 in
Yes.
chat.
That's right. So ChatGPT, one of my attendees asked if you could set up a way for her to learn how to use Canva, or can she give you a prompt and the connection so that she can go off, she can tell you to go off and create something for her in Canva.
Absolutely, Terza. So here's how we can spin it. Your attendee can definitely give a prompt to set up a kind of Canva coaching scenario. We can either help her learn step by step, imagine a little virtual guide walking her through Canva's tools, or we can act like a design elf and just whip up a template or a graphic for her. All she has to do is tell us what she's aiming for, like, I need a simple Instagram post about my new course, or show me how to make a YouTube thumbnail with my brand colors. Once we have that info, we can guide her through the process or even connect to Canva directly if we have the right integrations and create a starting point for her. Either way, it's like handing her the keys to the Canva kingdom, or at least a nicely drawn map.
You're welcome, Peggy.
Wow.
Go ahead, Lois. Oh.
Each session, especially with other people's input and can we do this and can we do that? It's just so awesome and mind-boggling, and there is no limit, it would appear.
That's what I think too. So, yeah, like I said, I'm only just getting started with it. I wanted to share with you already things that I've been doing, but I'm not quite there yet. So, go ahead, Joseph.
Okay, so I'm still trying to get a clear picture on the difference between agent and and a specific GPT. So far, what I've gathered is whenever I want to go into agent mode, I click on the plus, and that's going to give me agent mode.
Yes.
And when it's in agent mode, which I'm allotted X amount of sessions or minutes or whatever in my $20 product to use agent mode, then I'm given use of agent mode until my credits run out. But what now is the difference between using the prompt, as Gary said, and doing it in agent mode versus just going to a GPT that you've already given specifics and parameters? What's the difference between going agent mode just in my regular chat versus sticking to a disciplined GPT that's specific to whatever it is that I created it for?
I will go ahead and ask ChatGPT because I think that'll be the easiest thing. ChatGPT, what's the difference between using a dedicated GPT that I've already created and using GPT agent mode?
Great question, Terza. All right, let's break it down in a fun and slightly nerdy way. When you're using a dedicated GPT that you've created, think of it as a custom-made tool that's always got a certain personality or set of skills baked in. It's kind of like having a trusty robot sidekick who always knows your favorite coffee order. That GPT sticks to the specific instructions and knowledge you've given it, and it's there whenever you summon that particular persona. Now enter agent mode. This is more like having a multi-tool that can shape shift on the fly. Instead of just following one set personality, agent mode can pull in different tools, switch contexts, and handle a variety of tasks by adapting as it goes. It's like having a shape-shifting assistant who can not only remember your coffee order, but also run out and grab you a bagel if it sees you're out of breakfast. In short, your dedicated GPT is your single-purpose, custom-designed buddy, while agent mode is your flexible, multi-talented Swiss Army knife that can adapt to all sorts of situations. Both have their perks.
So then, if whether we go agent mode or you're using a specific GPT, the success of what you get back from these AIs is completely dependent upon the prompts and information that you give it.
Exactly. You've got it spot on. Whether you're rolling with an agent mode setup or a custom GPT, the magic really does come down to the quality and clarity of the prompts you feed it. It's a bit like cooking. The better the ingredients or instructions, the tastier the dish that comes out. So as long as you're getting clear, well thought out directions, whether that's telling a dedicated GPT exactly how you want it to behave or instructing an agent to watch for certain events, you'll get much more satisfying results. It's all about that input shaping the output, and you're the chef in this AI kitchen.
Hey, ChatGPT, go ahead and slow your voice down a little bit for all attendees to be able to follow.
Sure thing, Terza. I'll slow my voice down a little so everyone can follow along more easily. Just let me know if this case works better for your attendees.
Great, thank you. Go ahead, Gary.
ChatGPT, you mentioned that the agent mode is more of a Swiss Army knife and that GPTs can be focused on a specific task or subset of skills. Does that imply that a GPT, if you want something that is more focused and more able to learn over time to do one task very well, do GPTs have an advantage over agent mode, or can you also instruct an agent to be focused and learn over time on a specific set of data and subject matter?
That's a really thoughtful question, and I'm glad you asked it. In essence, you can think of it this way. A dedicated GPT that you've customized is definitely like a specialist. It's tuned over time to get really good at a particular task or set of knowledge, and it can feel more like having a dedicated expert at your disposal. Agent mode, on the other hand, is more like a generalist that can switch between different roles and tools as needed. It's adaptable and can handle a wide variety of tasks, but you can also instruct it to focus on a particular domain over time. It might not be quite as single-minded as a dedicated GPT, but it can certainly get better at a specific set of skills if you guide it that way. In short, if you want something to be laser focused on one task and become a real pro at it, a dedicated GPT might have a slight edge, but if you want flexibility with a bit of focused learning, agent women can also be taught to specialize over time. It's just a matter of what kind of AI tool you feel like wielding.
Okay.
And of course, if I need the capabilities of an agent, I can always connect the agent to the GPT and have the agent take advantage of the specialized knowledge of the GPT while still having the flexibility and additional capabilities of an agent, correct?
Exactly. You can totally mix and match those strengths. So you might have a specialized GPT that's like your domain expert, and then you have the agent essentially act as the bridge, pulling in that specialized knowledge whenever it needs to, also handling a bunch of other tasks flexibly. In other words, you can have the best of both worlds. The agent becomes the flexible multitasker who knows when to tap into the GPT's deep well of expertise. It's like having a general contractor who knows exactly when to call in the master carpenter. So yep, you can absolutely connect them that way.
Thank you. I also, ChatGPT, would like you to tell us how we can tell you to pause in agent mode so we can see what you're creating, or basically check your work in between. So in other words, if I ask you to write a whole bunch of posts for me for my Instagram feed, I will want to see them before you actually post them.
Absolutely. That's a great thing to clarify. So whenever you're using something like agent mode and you want to have a checkpoint or a pause, you can simply say something like, let's pause here and review, or show me what you've got so far before going further. Basically, just let me know you want to check in and I'll happily stop and show you the draft or whatever's in progress. It's like having a built-in let's review button. So whenever you want that kind of control, just us to pause and review, and I'll make sure you get to see everything before we move on to the next step.
Great, thank you. Okay, Joseph, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I just learned something again. Terza. So you're actually automating your social media posts through ChatGPT?
No, not yet. What happened was hang on, let me turn that off. I watched a video of somebody who invoked agent mode in his ChatGPT to go respond to his Instagram posts. So what I was doing before GPT-5, I would give ChatGPT a list of posts on X, for example. I would just give it the links to each post that I bookmarked. And I said, write a response or a reply to these posts in my voice and my style. But I didn't not give it permission to go post on my behalf. I just wanted to see what it would come up with. And if I liked it, I copied and pasted it over into my X conversation. So for example, I have two accounts on X. One of them is called On-Chain Nana, and it's a very specific granny type personality, speaking probably in the way that I wouldn't speak, but I'm very amused by what I've created with this personality. So I have it generate a bunch of posts for me, posts and or replies, and I go respond in On-Chain Nana's voice, essentially, her style that I created.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder where this will go, because automation is a big deal. Automation is something that I'm building into my platform that you and I talked about. And I just don't see why ChatGPT is not going to jump on board with that as well. But I know that for automation, there's certain technology that maybe Gary or other people know about in the technology world, because it's time in it. You know, if you can post and mark it, etc., automatically, and you just schedule, that's a lot easier than having to do it, you know, myself. Okay, the other is that I at first thought I envisioned agent mode as something a little bit more proactive than my CEO assistant GPT. But what I'm seeing now is I can activate agent mode in my GPT and just keep building up that CEO GPT, educate it, program it, and so forth. So I have somebody to talk to, at least from a CEO perspective.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So you missed, let me stop sharing here. You missed the very beginning of our meeting where Helen was sharing she had created a very special GPT, and you haven't tried it out yet?
Yeah, what I did is I took all the different personality tests I've taken over the years, like Strengths Finders, the Myers-Briggs, love languages, human design, all the ones that I've taken over the years that I still have the results for. And I plugged them all into ChatGPT and created my own GPT. So when I go in, it's writing with my personality, my voice. And so I created that GPT. I haven't tried it out yet. It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, so
So
very
you're
stressful
creating
couple of weeks.
you sort of created a UGPT
I created
for
a
a
UGPT.
particular
Yep.
task.
Yep. And my GPT even gave me a name. It didn't give me my own name. It created a GPT and called me, I think it was like strategic specialist or something it said.
Of course.
Wow.
Hang on, I'll tell you in a second. Where am I? Here I am.
You should be able to share screen, I think, if you want.
Yeah, I should be. Oh, Spark Strategists. I'm a
Spark
Spark.
strategist?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is my own.
Sparkling, change it to sparkling.
It came up with Spark strategists.
Yeah.
You
So
can change it.
It's a strategy. I can change it, but I kind of liked it. A strategy partner tuned into Helen's energy, strengths, and soulful biz style. So if I come up here and go to edit the GPT and come over here to configure, there's my 34 strengths that I have, the human design chart, the inner type. It's supposed to have my profile picture up there, but for whatever reason it hasn't. But then it's calling me a Spark strategist, a personalized GPT, and this is all based on me. So this is my personality. Oh, bank was the other code that I had in there in DISC.
Right.
So those are all the different ones that I've put in there, and it's just got my whole. This is me, and it's got everything in there. And
I
so
love
I'll
this.
put in my voice and, create a podcast episode. It's one of the ones here. So.
Helen, you got your own virtual little world there. That's amazing.
Oh, I have. I'm now up to 40 AI bots that I have. I added another 2 this morning because I realized I had a gap.
And Helen, when you say AI bots, you're saying GPTs, right?
I haven't created them as GPTs yet. I've got an AI bot. This is my AI bot thing.
But aren't AI bots GPTs? I thought that's
Not yet. But this is the list of my somewhere here it starts. There it is. So under creative and writing, I've got all these different bots here. This is their job titles. These are their strengths, and these are their personality traits along with a sample prompt. Then I have my strategy and business ones, my marketing and brand, lifestyle and wellness, amorous, and where's the other one? Serene are the ones I added today. And research, technical, experiential, and visual. So those are my ones. I even have my own personal stylist. I put in there what type of clothes I like and all that sort of thing, and it comes up with that. But yeah, I've created all these bots, and my next step I created all this before I got on today, and so then I thought I need to get these as GPTs. So now I'm going to ask ChatGPT what is the quickest way to create each of these as a GPT.
So are you going to have it create a physical avatar using those personality traits?
I have all of these personality traits, and in my Go Expand Now account, my Go High Level account, I have some of these in there as part of my team, and I'm going to figure out how to integrate the GPTs with my Go High Level so I can get it to perform tasks and Go High Level for me.
Are you also creating a physical avatar of
No.
you?
Oh yeah, I've already got that. That was the Spark one. That was.
Where's the picture? Or where's
I don't know
the,
why it didn't have a picture. This is my Spark
but
strategy.
that's what I'm talking about. So you can have it.
Mhm.
So you could use the video. It'll be like a video avatar, like what we learned with.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to go that far yet. I
Okay.
haven't gone that far yet. I'm just getting everything set up, but I'm wanting to create the GPTs so that I can see if I can integrate them with Go High Level so it can perform tasks in Go High Level for me. So I don't have to spend a lot of time going in there and doing the tasks myself.
Helen,
So
that's
Helen,
brilliant.
yeah,
But good for
Helen,
you
Yeah.
on the
There you go.
GHL
So
part.
let's see if it can help me outline a podcast episode.
Oh, for
Helen,
sure, it'll
so you
simplify it.
named them.
Helen, what is the whole
Katrina,
purpose
I don't
of
want to talk
you
over anyone.
creating all of these wonderful things, but
To save me
Why?
time and make me money.
So I've done this a similar thing.
so it's saving you time and
Mhm.
making you money for, has it yet? And
No, because I'm in the process of doing all the setup right now. But at the same time, I am learning skills that I can now go and market those skills to others to have to be able to go into their businesses and do that for them so they don't have to.
Oh,
So
that's
she could have a series of emails sent out that could that would respond to emails she gets.
Yep.
And it would actually write the email in her voice, knowing what all of her personality traits are, and answer those questions. And she doesn't have to do it. And that will save her time and make her
Yes.
money.
Absolutely.
I love it. Get me one.
Well, I had this idea because I'm doing with my podcast Porchlight Letters. I've created a journal for it. So now I'm creating a volume for every week because each week's a different theme, and slowly uploading them to Amazon. Apparently Amazon will allow you to do 3 journals at a time, a day. So I've got the first 6. I've got to do the next 3 today. But somebody suggested to me, they said, well, could you make your journals available to like a coach who wants to do a retreat? Well, boom, my brain just went, and there's a whole chat in there where we've gone through and brainstormed about doing a coach/leaders guide for using the journals in a retreat. And then I was sort of like, and then I've typed into ChatGPT, what if I did my own retreat? And it comes back, yep, $997 per person. That's what it replied with. So yeah, it's a learning process, which I am thoroughly enjoying. And considering the fact that learner on my strengths is actually number 34, which happens to be the shirt I'm wearing.
Right.
And this is it's got Donald Duck on it if you can't see it. 32 is focus, and that's good. And I actually have a shirt with Goofy on it for that one.
Yeah.
And that was before I had these 2 shirts before I ever did Strengths Finders. But with the learner is number 34 for me, so it's not a great strength. But because of my curiosity and all my other strengths, that's what's creating the learner aspect for me. So using your strengths in a different way. And this is what, and ChatGPT is helping me learn more about myself, learn how to better market myself. And it's even just designed a whole wardrobe for me too. I told them what kind of clothes I liked and everything else, and it came with a whole different thing. And then don't get me started on the color purple. We just had a conversation about purple. Because I went in and changed, because Terza just showed us the thing about how to change the color. So I went in and changed it to the accents. And said, I'm just testing out this new feature you guys have. And we just had a whole conversation about that, which was very funny.
Yes. Yeah. There are so many amazing things to come. You know, the things that we're creating, Helen's creating, I'm creating, other people are going to be creating. It's just mind blowing. And we only just started. It only started this yesterday. So, I mean, GPT-5 started yesterday, but we've been building these things in the background beforehand. So it's just going to get better and better.
So Terza, I had put something in the chat. I'm very interested. I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. Like Helen was, she had goals that she wanted to achieve, and she had ideas, and she created these bots or whatever. Since I'm in real estate, I am sure that other people have created, GPTs for writing listings or marketing property or doing some other real estate related things. So you mentioned about, like when you share something with somebody, it becomes searchable. How would I go about searching various real estate related, say, GPTs? I could download.
There are some that are already public, so that I can show you real quick. And then I'm going to need to bring this to a close.
Yeah.
So hold on, let's go back here. I will show you. Hang on, there is a public set of GPTs. So if you click on the left-hand side, if you click on GPTs,
right,
it will take you there. And then here, this is a directory of all the GPTs that have been made public. And some are probably paid and some are not. So let's just type in real estate just to find out what might be out there already. But if you had already, like I've done, if you've created GPTs, you can also click up here in the upper right corner to get your own specific list. But when I type in real estate, I get things like the real estate investment advisor, wholesaling real estate flip with Rick GPT, and it even shows you how many people are using it. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best, but it might mean you might find this already useful. So then you could just click on any of these and you would type into it, here's a realtor assistant, real estate deal expert. And so some of these will be better than others. let's just click on that one real quick, but just so you can, we'll get a flavor for one. So there's its little profile picture. This is the person or company who created it. And it's already got 4.4 stars, I suppose, out of 5. So this is helpful. It gives you an idea of what you can ask it and what capabilities it has and its ratings. And you just click start chat and give it a test run and see if you like it. And if not, go through and try another one. But you'll see that there's a whole bunch of them that people have already created.
Beautiful. Yeah, I've come up with a different list here, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then I'm able to just save that or rename it, or how would you about putting that into my library?
No, once you use it, if you use one, it will show up over here in your list. So for example, I use one called, I've got so many actually. These are ones that I've created personally. I'll have to go back over here. There's, I don't know yet how to navigate it when you have so many. There's one that I did not write. It's called The Architect. So if I type it in, it'll bring it back up for me, I hope. Anyway, I'm able to use it. So there's several versions. I'd have to go find out which one is the one I was using. The point being, once you've used it, it'll show up on your left side, unless, like me, you've got too many of them.
Okay, so if I just want to check out what it is, as soon as I click on it and open it,
And use it.
it's going to be considered I used it, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. Yep.
Very good.
All right, you're welcome. I thought Joseph had his hand raised. I don't see it now. Let's bring this one to a close. As always, thank you so much. I love these discussions. I love sharing, for all of us to share what we're learning here. And so go play, try all these different things, and don't be afraid. You can't break it. And just keep trying until you get what you want. Otherwise, I am available. You can email me or text me, and we can set up a time for us to meet. And let me know what else you'd like to learn about. In the meantime, be well, play, and see you next week.
Thanks, Terza.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye for now.